Okay, let me just start this by saying that, yeah, you're an idiot. Because, um, you're like comparing the tiniest possible little things. So, Windows has Flip 3D. Do you have that? Actually, we've had something called Expose um, for a little while before Vista, and Vista just took that and added some 3D effects to it, so it looks slightly cooler for a myriad of reasons. One, so they could slow down your computer really badly, and two, because they needed something that was better than the Mac. So, yeah, whatever. Um, so I'm going to start with what you were talking about with the dock. That was just stupid. The the dock is for launching programs. The taskbar has no real purpose. The taskbar holds the clock. It holds like a little tray of really annoying little icons, which, by the way, don't have any names attached to them, so you don't know what they are. Oh my gosh, I don't know the icon for my program. If you don't recognize an icon, you have no business owning the program. Okay? Anyway, the taskbar also holds little buttons that symbolize the windows that are on your screen. Even when they're on your screen, I can understand them holding when they're minimized, but you don't need a button for your window if it's already out on your screen. And it also holds a start menu, which is where you go when you want to stop your computer from running. So, what the dock is for, I'll just explain to you, is it's for launching programs, for starting them. It's not for holding, worthless crap. So, the icons on the dock are, there because they're your most used programs. That's why you put them there. So, if you use a program a lot, you should probably know its icon. You just click on it and it launches. I think that's a lot better, in my opinion, than going to the start menu, clicking all programs, searching through, a vast mess of programs and folders to try to find your program. Even if you put it on your little uh, little quick list of stuff, or even if you put it in the quick launch toolbar, which doesn't show you any names, it just shows you even smaller, crappier icons. I think that I've pretty much made my point here. It's that the dock, for its purpose, is tons better than the taskbar. Now, as for how you talk about how the little buttons tells you, oh, exactly, it's Firefox, whatever. Um, well, when you use Expose on Mac, it tiles all your windows that are open on your screen so that you can see all of them, and it's even better than the little tab previews when you hover over the button in Vista or whatever crap. I forget exactly what they're called, because like it shows you it actively, and if you hover over it, it shows you the entire name, and you can, it's a whole lot better because then your dock doesn't have all these like little stupid buttons telling you what windows are open on your screen. It's like, if I have the window on my screen, I know it's there, and if I don't know it's there, well, I should use Expose, but wait, that's not on the Mac, or it's not on the PC. So, basically, the dock and Expose work to completely trump the PC in any way, shape, or form. And then what's this about, like, changing the color of the dock? Why would you want to change the color of the dock? Like, I guess that's one of the cool Windows features that, like, you can change the color of the transparency in your Aero. It's Aero. In your Aero font. I really don't get that. And you know what's stupid about Aero is that when you maximize it, oh, bye-bye glass effects. You've got like an ugly black background or something. I mean, that's crap. And now you're talking about iMovie and the iMac and how the I is for internet and all that stuff, and how you don't like how it's named. Like, what is XP? What is Vista? What does that have to do with anything? What does the name have to do with anything? And it is nothing compared, or the Windows Movie Maker is nothing compared to iMovie. iMovie doesn't crash when you, import a file over some little crappy pixel. You can import you can just drag your iTunes stuff right in there. The one thing that I do like better about Windows Movie Maker is you don't have to import. That's the only thing that I think is better. it doesn't take nearly as long to import. The only thing I think that is better than Windows Movie Maker in that respect. Otherwise, you can put way more titles. You can change where the titles are on the page, on the video. So, in Windows Movie Maker, you can only have like your little centered title with, the cool scrolling text behind it. Well, if you want a lower third or something like that, you can drag the text to where you want it to go. You can import your photos from iPhoto. You can do tons of transitions that are far superior to the ones in Windows Movie Maker. You got tons of effects. You can burn this all to a professional-looking DVD using iDVD, and it's just tons better with tons more functionality, and it's way more intuitive than Windows Movie Maker. I spent a while trying to like coax some advanced thing out of Windows Movie Maker, but all I could, I just nothing happened really. Windows Movie Maker kind of sucked, and you have to kind of trick it into doing what you want it to do. It's just, if you want a certain effect, you have to figure out the right combination of other effects to put in, because it's guaranteed there's not going to be the effect that you want in there, just some like crappy flip and maybe a heart or something, I don't know. And then you're talking about how Avid is on the PC. Avid Mac systems were I believe they were the first Avid system. I may be wrong, but anyway, Avid is still made for Mac, and it has been made for Mac forever. Final Cut Pro, back to iMovie again, better than Windows Movie Maker. But overall, I think most of your ideas are flawed. You're talking about how Windows is superior because it shows you a little icon of what close is and stuff like that. I think red, yellow, green, at least the red, that means close, especially if you're a Windows user. You know the concept of the buttons, but even if you're not a Windows user, red, if you know anything about computers, you want to close a window, you're going to go for the red. Okay? Then if you're hovering over them, you see what they do anyway. There's a little plus icon in the green one. Oh, I wonder what plus could mean. Maybe magnify, like it does everywhere else. And the little minus, which would mean minimize in the yellow one. It's not really that hard, actually. So yeah, and then, you're fast searching in Vista. It's really great, because it's been, in OS X for quite a while now. And everybody who says that Windows Vista was in development way before Mac OS X came out, well, Mac OS X was in development way before Windows Vista was in development. So I just had to say that. About your thing about how Mac users are saying that, about Boot Camp. Oh, it's a PC now because you got Windows. Oh, well, you can use OS X 86. The problem is that Windows on a Mac is legal, and OS X 86 is a hack, and it's illegal, and it could severely corrupt your system. With Boot Camp, it's an installer, it's user-friendly, and anybody can do it because, they actually thought this out. With OS X 86, you've got to find the components yourself, and you've got to have a little technical know-how to get OS X 86 onto your thing. Yeah. And Macs don't have any good games. All the good games are made for Microsoft. Well, wait, I thought Microsoft was for work, and Mac was just for, playing and stuff. How did that work out? Oh, well, it's okay, because we don't need games, because we have, fun software to entertain us, where we can actually get fun stuff done, like, make a good DVD home movie for our friends or grandparents or something like that, or, organize our photos, do, instead of, just, importing them and then hoping to God that they weren't destroyed in the process of moving them from your camera to a folder, which Microsoft has screwed up for me tons of times. Yeah, I think, and plus games are coming back to the Mac. There are going to be 4 new games released by EA Games in the next coming years, and I believe that every game released by EA Games from now on is going to be simultaneously released for Mac OS X. So there you go. Your whole argument is void, to use your own words. And before I run out of time, PCs have 87% of the market because they're cheap, okay? And Macs were the first computer to come up with the icons, or to mass market the icons, etc. So basically, the whole thing, what can you do on a Mac that you can't do on a PC? You can do everything on a PC that you can do on a Mac. You can do anything on either computer. However, it's easier to do things on the Mac. You don't have to go through file registries and, tons of menus and crap to get to it. So, yeah, please do a video response. And I will have a video camera next time. I don't have a video camera on this specific Mac, but I'm getting a MacBook tomorrow, so I will have one.